Hello and welcome back to another video. Today in this video, we're going to be changing the oil after the break-in period. Right there. So this is after the break-in period. We are going to replace the oil. So this is the Tractor 450, by the way. It's very muddy. We do have a pressure washer to clean it off. We just need to wait until summer or spring to do so. Right here is where this piece of plastic goes on to. That's where our dipstick is located. And then our oil filter is located in the worst spot in the world right there, that black thing. But when we take our oil filter out, there's going to be some oil that pours down out of that. And it's just going to pour all over everything down there and the bottom skid plate. Then our oil plug is going to be under it's going to be under in this hole right there. So that's all the locations of everything you're going to need for the oil draining and oil change. So now I'm going to figure out what wrench this takes. I believe it's going to be metric, so... I got the plug out. It's a 19mm metric socket. And it's almost done. So right here, I am using a pair of, I'm not the exact word for these, but they are pliers that are meant to grab the oil filter out, except this pair is too large to fit this small oil filter. And yes, I know, my arm is very muddy. I've been crawling under this thing, and like I said earlier in this video, it is extremely muddy. And now our floor is covered in snow and mud. So I try these, which these end up working. And I'm going to speed this clip up because it's just me unscrewing this. As we can see here, I've got it unscrewed, which I was expecting there to be some oil inside of this oil filter, except how it's tilted and how the drain plug is. All the oil drained out of this beforehand, so I did not have to worry about it pouring down. So right here, I am wiping off the spot where the oil filter goes on so I can screw in my new oil filter. And I'm going to speed this up because this is just a lot of us trying to get this oil filter on this new one. Because this new one is about a centimeter longer than the old one, which it fits. It's just a little bit too long. So right here, we have got the oil filter started, but I'm going to come in with a rubber glove since we can't fit any wrench in there. And we don't want to squish this because we don't want to ruin it. So I'm just coming in here with a rubber glove and trying my best to get it as tight as I can by hand, which is about all we can do because this filter that the dealership gave us is a little bit too long. So right here, I'm going to be using Arctic Cat oil, which is transmission and engine oil, both in one. Arctic Cat oil is a little more expensive with about $15 a quart, which is ridiculous. So we're going to find another oil that will substitute it fine for the next time. We were left with 1 extra quart of oil left over, so this thing took down 3 quarts of oil. So I'm going to skip you through me just pouring oil. So right here, I'm going to take my four-wheeler and I'm going to drive it forward and back it up a couple of times just to get that oil all mixed around in there. So this is just going to be a clip of me getting that oil mixed around in it. Right here in this clip, all we are doing is we are checking how much oil is in the engine right now. We're using the dipstick to check, and currently the engine oil is completely full, so that's how we know 3 quarts completely filled it. So this is just us checking. So right here, I'm just putting the panel back on the side, which for some reason it has a little clip that you push in and then you can pop it out, which this little plastic clip is extremely cheap, basically worthless. It doesn't work. It doesn't like to clip back in. It's staying on, but it's not staying and going back how it was previously. So just something to have in mind. If you do this, you may on yours have to find a way to secure this in, but we were able to get our clip working again. In case you're wondering what materials and what we used in this video, we used Arctic Cat synthetic all-weather formula oil. We used OW40 4-cycle engine oil made by Arctic Cat. Like I said previously, it's like $15 a quart, so if you could find an alternative for that, it may be better. We used a 19mm socket, but 18mm socket's the one that it does use. It's a slight bit loose. We used a small funnel to funnel the oil in there. And then, in case you're wondering, the model number for the oil filter we use is right there. And those are all the materials we used for this. And there's obviously the tool, like what we use to push that out and the sockets and stuff. But that is all you will need for doing this yourself. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.